This video is going to be a complete crash course on fueling your hustle, optimal nutrition crash course for busy entrepreneurs. Okay, so optimal nutrition for entrepreneurs, specifically for that lifestyle. I'm Thomas Webb. I'm a doctor of 4 years, 6 years medical school. I have personal experience with improving my life and nutrition. I love this kind of stuff, okay? And I'm an aspiring entrepreneur myself, so I'm applying this stuff specifically for the lifestyle of entrepreneurs. So if you're an entrepreneur, this is for you. Okay, what you will learn in this video is going to be optimal nutrition for entrepreneurs, the principles of clean eating for business success, practical tips to eat clean, sample meal plan ideas, supplements and superfoods to boost your entrepreneurial performance, and the long-term benefits that you will get from clean eating as well as the short-term. Okay, so it's a double-edged, it's the positive version of a double-edged sword. You'll get the short-term benefits, the performance benefits, the focus, the feeling good, but also in the long term, you're going to live longer, you're going to be healthier, you're going to feel better as you age. Okay, so that's what it's all about. So there are specific challenges when you're an entrepreneur, when you're trying to eat healthy, you're just trying to crush your business, you're putting all your energy into that. You may skip meals, you may not prepare properly, you may not put the time and energy into it. You want to just eat something convenient, and often that can be fast food, or meetings might be at meal times. You may have a lot of social occasions where it's harder to eat healthy. I'm just trying to think of other ideas. You may be traveling, and travel can get in the way with clean eating. I think being an unbalanced person, which generally an entrepreneur is, you're not going to have that time and energy to eat well. Okay, but it definitely can be done, and it's definitely very important. So what is optimal nutrition for entrepreneurs? In my view, it would be consuming the right balance of nutrients to support overall health and high performance. So for entrepreneurs specifically, enabling foods that fuel their body and mind, enhancing productivity, resilience, focus, so they can work for long periods of time on their business, basically so they can crush it optimally, and just having the food and nutrition to fuel that. So obviously this is very important for energy levels, mental clarity, stress management. All these things are essential for entrepreneurial success. So if you look at it not just as a way to get through your day, a distraction from your business, but it's actually something that fuels your business. It will drive your productivity. So let's talk about the key components of optimal nutrition. This will include macronutrients. Macronutrients are things like carbohydrates, obviously primary energy source, crucial for brain function and physical endurance, maintaining your energy levels. Healthy sources of this would include things like quinoa, brown rice, oats, fruits, vegetables, legumes. You want to opt for complex carbohydrates, not refined sugars. Proteins is another big one. Obviously, this is essential for muscle repair, immune function, and sustained energy. Obviously, if you're working out, if you're exercising, if you're going to the gym, you need protein to maintain that muscle and build muscle, and that will, of course, drive your energy as well. Healthy sources of this include lean meats, if you eat meat, or you can find this in plant-based alternatives like tofu, lentils, chickpeas, also dairy products. So incorporating a source of protein into every meal is essential, maintaining muscle mass and support metabolic function. Fats, obviously there are some good fats and there's some unhealthy fats. The importance of fats and healthy fats are necessary for brain health, hormone production, and long-term energy as well. Healthy sources of this include avocados, nuts, almonds, walnuts, olive oil, fatty fish. These are great sources of essential fats. So you want to choose unsaturated fats over saturated fats and trans fats to support cardiovascular health. Okay, micronutrients include things like vitamins. So the importance of this is vital for various biochemical processes and overall health. Key vitamins are B vitamins, this is for energy production, vitamin D, obviously for bone health, immune support, and vitamin C for also immune support, antioxidant. Sources of this, of course, fruits, your vegetables, your whole grains, your dairy, so fortified foods. You want to ensure a wide variety of foods that you consume and a wide variety of color to get a wide variety of vitamins, and this is essential to get everything that you need. Okay, so Minerals is the other thing which is important for bone health, nerve function, enzyme activity. Key minerals, we'll talk about magnesium. This is good for stress reduction. This is good for sleep. This is good for muscle recovery. Zinc, which is also good for immune support, and iron obviously transports your oxygen and makes you feel, if you are low in iron, you're going to feel low in energy. So sources of this are lots of good vegetables, leafy green vegetables, nuts, seeds, even meats, whole grains. So you can pay attention to mineral intake, especially if following a restrictive diet. So if you're a vegan or a restricted vegetarian, or another restricted diet, then you want to make sure you're getting these key minerals in. You don't want to be low on iron, and that, if you're deficient in one key mineral, that can really hinder your performance as a business person. So that's important to note. The last thing to talk about is hydration. Obviously, this can't be overlooked. Very simple thing, but drinking enough water in a day is vital for maintaining cognitive function in the short term as well as in the long term. This prevents fatigue, supports overall bodily function, and it can affect mood. So it really optimizes your mood, your energy levels, your productivity. So tips for drinking water consistently: do this throughout the day. Aim for at least 2 liters a day, which is about 8 cups. You can include hydrating foods like cucumbers, watermelons, and oranges as well. That will be a good way of getting the water intake in. You want to limit dehydrating beverages, caffeine and alcohol. I mean, of course, caffeine, it's still fluid, it will still hydrate you, but beware that it's a diuretic, so you will pee out that water, and you may need to drink more after. Okay, so you want to balance this with additional water intake and not just be so dependent on things like caffeine or coffee, but you want to have water in between that. Okay, so overall, a balanced diet is very important. It will prove dividends. It will ensure not just bodily systems function, but will optimize the mind, will optimize your focus and productivity. It will limit illnesses and sick days and your off days. And ultimately, it's going to promote longevity. So not just the short-term benefits, but the long-term benefits. Okay, you want to crush your business today, tomorrow, next week, next month, but also in the long term, over the next 10 years. And you want to feel good as well. So by really focusing on these key principles, we are gonna. That's the way to go. Okay. Obviously, it also maintains a healthy weight, reduces risk of lots of cardiovascular illnesses and obesity-related illnesses. It enhances energy levels and stamina, and improves focus and mental clarity. Okay. As well as reducing stress and enhancing mood. Let's go on to the principles of clean eating for business success. Okay, there's a few key principles that if you learn and try and stick by, try and adhere to, it can make this whole complicated diet world a lot easier, especially for business success. So, whole foods versus processed foods. So, whole foods include things like nutrient-dense, high in vitamins, minerals, and fiber. Examples are fresh fruits, vegetables, grains, lean proteins, nuts and seeds. Now, the dangers of processed foods are these are high in added sugar, unhealthy fats, preservatives, and other chemicals. So this can lead to energy crashes. I talked about this in intermittent fasting a little bit. Can lead to reduced focus and long-term health issues. Examples of processed food are obviously fast food, sugary snacks, packaged meals. Sometimes things can be disguised as healthy foods like cereal bars, but actually they're just full of processed stuff, things like this. So you want to limit this as much as you can. Obviously, it's impossible nowadays to really cut that to zero, but if you can incorporate that in sort of like a 10%, if it's 10% of your diet, then that would be a really good target. You want to have macronutrient balance. So, as I said, we talked about the carbohydrates, proteins, fats, okay, and you want to get this in balance. So, creating balance with a combination of these macronutrients to maintain steady energy levels throughout the day. You want to avoid added sugars and unhealthy fats. So, this obviously can really affect your energy levels. You can really make decisions to limit added sugars. You can read labels on food and drink. Common names include high fructose, corn syrups, cane syrup, and dextrose. All of this you would ideally like to avoid. And the same with reducing unhealthy fats, so trans fats and saturated fats. Opt for cooking methods like grilling, baking, or steaming instead of frying. And yeah, the last point is portion control and mindful eating. So you want to manage your portion size. It depends on your goals. Are you wanting to maintain your weight? You want to reduce your weight? You want to increase your weight? It's up to you. But I think the key principle is being mindful and being aware of how much you're eating, being aware of your goals. So you want to just be aware of your serving size. And if you are someone that wants to keep an eye on their weight, or even lose weight, then just eating really mindfully, so intentfully and focused on the present moment, really cuts out sort of psychological eating where you just eat for the sake of it and you don't actually realize that you're not hungry. So that is the main benefit. So eating slowly, savoring each bite. It also prevents overeating, improves digestion, and also it just increases the fulfillment and the taste of the meal. Obviously, as a business person, we might be eating while we're working sometimes, where we just don't want to focus on the food. But I think if you really do want to take this mindful eating approach seriously, you want to give it your full attention. Okay, and consistent eating schedule. If you eat on a consistent schedule and your body's used to it, then this stabilizes your blood sugar levels. There will be less crashes, and yep. Again, I did a video on intermittent fasting where you abstain for a period of time of food, and that's also a good way of improving your insulin sensitivity and stopping those crashes in sugar levels. So you can watch that video if you're interested in that. Otherwise, aiming for 3 balanced meals a day, and you could even have 2 healthy snacks per day as well. That's completely reasonable, but it's up to you. I think the key is consistent meals, and so your body knows what to, gets used to it and gets used to the timing of when you eat. So there's less sugar crashes. Okay. For a busy work day, which is a big thing for entrepreneurs, we want to plan and prepare meals ahead of time and avoid skipping meals. So keeping things accessible, even meal prepping, things like that, really limits the chance of skipping meals or turning to unhealthy alternatives. So those are just some principles, bish bash bosh, for an entrepreneur. You know probably all of these, but it's good to have a reminder. We will now move on to practical tips as well to eat clean. We talked, just talking now about meal planning and preparation. Again, not only saves time, reduces stress, reduces decision fatigue, but sets you up and gives you a clear choice, reduces the need to choose a more unhealthy, convenient alternative. So tips for efficient meal prep. You might have done this before. Batch cooking, maybe on a Sunday, prepare large quantities of meals to store and reheat throughout the day, so you just need to put it in the microwave. Good tip for this is use versatile ingredients. Choose ingredients that can be used in multiple dishes. Invest in quality storage as well. Healthy snacking, you want to choose your nutritious snacks. This is a bit of a treat. You can enjoy it, but it can also be healthy. And this keeps energy levels stable. When you're hungry, when you're peckish, you've got a healthy alternative here instead of reaching for the unhealthy option. Examples of this would be fresh fruit, nuts, yogurt, vegetable sticks with hummus, whole grain crackers, cheese. Okay, and tips for eating out in social situations. This is also a chance to really choose the unhealthy option, but there are many healthy alternatives. So you can look for the menu items that are grilled, baked, steamed rather than fried, and you can choose whole grain options as well. Especially when you're choosing bread, pasta, or rice, the whole grain option is going to be the healthier one. And you can even ask for dressings and sauces on the side to control portions. But yeah, of course, I don't think you should say no to eating out or these occasions. It's just that there's always going to be a healthy, tasty option on the menu, which you can have. So, and yeah, even social events where perhaps there's not going to be healthy options, you can eat a small healthy snack before attending the event to avoid overeating. And you can focus on portion control and make mindful choices, even if it is the unhealthy options. But because you've already, had a bit of a meal before, it's more of a bonus, and you're still eating small amounts and mindful, and that's the key. You can still enjoy things, but being mindful is a good option. No, what about the emotional aspect, the cravings? So I think understanding cravings, often the trigger isn't being hungry or needing the food or needing the energy. It's in fact other things like stress, boredom, or other emotional factors. This can lead to unhealthy eating. Um, Again, it's hard to just completely cut out this process, but you can have healthy alternatives. So, and this can satisfy these cravings as well. For example, simple changes like fruits instead of sweets, or popcorn instead of other salty snacks, so healthy popcorn. Yeah, just making small changes and small alternatives. Techniques as well to slowly manage emotional eating so you don't feel like you need to as much is obviously just going to be your mindfulness routines, your meditations, just other stress management and self-care routines. Um, Now, what about time saving strategies? Um, Efficient grocery shopping is a good idea. Planning ahead, having a list, shopping smart. You can use technology as well. You could even sign up for healthy meal delivery meals, or even things like HelloFresh. And there's lots of other ones. It might be worth investing in for that convenience, for that healthy convenience. Are you someone that likes cooking? Are you not? It's up to you. Do you have that time? If you don't like cooking, you don't have the time, there are lots of healthy, delicious meal delivery services that can be really good and time saving as well, and just worth the investment. Um, yeah, so just incorporating the variety and balance in your meals, you can make sure to rotate your meals, so that keeps it interesting, that keeps it nice, and that avoids monotony, and also gives you access to a wide variety of foods and minerals, vitamins, nutrients. You can try new recipes for this as well if that's something you like doing. Okay, so this will ensure nutrient balance, diverse diet. You could even monitor intake. It's up to you. Or are you someone that likes to be aware of what you're eating exactly? There's apps and things like My Health Fitness that does that. If you want certain macronutrients, protein intake, you can track that pretty easily these days. Okay, the last thing will be staying motivated and accountable. So you want to set realistic goals, start small, set achievable goals. You want to gradually improve your eating habits, 1% every day. It's okay to have cheat days. It's okay to be unhealthy for some meals, etc. It's about the overall trend, and it's about learning to realize the powers, the benefits of healthy eating. And once you realize that, once your mind realizes it, you'll naturally gravitate towards that more and more. And your taste buds will adapt to it, things like that. So yeah, starting small, staying motivated, enjoying it and enjoying that slow transition. You can track your progress as well, keep a food journal or use an app to monitor your eating habits if that's something that would benefit you. Finding some more support, engaging in a community. You can engage in a community like the one I have on School. Link will be in description, which with other like-minded entrepreneurs who are health motivated, engaging in that sort of talk and just being around people who are healthy as well is obviously good for your motivation and inspiration. You could even have an accountability partner, which again you can find in that community, or you could ask a friend. So yeah, these are just some tips thrown at you for eating clean. All right, now just a few ideas of sample meal plans for busy entrepreneurs. Breakfast ideas could be things like overnight oats, smoothie bowl. I'm not gonna tell you the exact ingredients, but some ideas: avocado toast with eggs. Lunch ideas: grilled chicken sandwich if you eat chicken, quinoa and veggie bowl if you're vegetarian, turkey and hummus wrap. Dinner ideas: baked salmon with asparagus, stir-fried tofu with brown rice, chicken and vegetable skewers. Snack ideas throughout the day could be apple slices with almond butter, pretty nice, Greek yogurt with berries, veggie sticks with hummus. Hydration tips: so if you are you someone that likes water, or do you need a bit of a flavor to it, you can have infused water, fresh fruits and herbs, make it a bit tastier. Add fruits and herbs to a water pitcher and refrigerate. Drink throughout the day. You can even drink green tea as well. That's a good way to hydrate yourself as well. This contains antioxidants and provides gentle energy boost with very limited caffeine. Coconut water is great to hydrate you as well if you're someone that likes that. Evening snacks could be nut and seeds mix, dark chocolate and berries, or herbal teas. Okay, some quick ideas for you there, but I think the key is, as Alex Hormozy says, is just pick a few meals that you like or easy to make, and just have them over and over again. If you're someone that doesn't like, that can do that, if can eat their favorite meal over and over and it's healthy, why not? And maybe you need to change it every couple of weeks, and that's fine. But I think just knowing like a few meals, go-to meals, that reduces your decision fatigue, makes it easier to eat healthy, and that's a good way to start. Okay, what are the essential supplements for entrepreneurs? Multivitamins. So this is just ensures you get all of your intake of essential vitamins and minerals. You're not reliant on what you're eating. You're not questioning, am I missing out in a certain mineral, especially if you're vegetarian, especially if you're vegan or other diet restriction. So you can choose a high quality multivitamin for your age and gender. You might have to do your own research for this, but you can get these in the pharmacy or online or even from your doctor. So just a multivitamin tablet covers a wide range. Okay, other ones: omega-3 fatty acids. This supports brain health, reduces inflammation, improves focus and cognitive function. Okay, and vitamin D is obviously something, especially if you're not getting enough sun, if you're not going outside for a lot of the day, you want to make sure you're getting enough vitamin D. So this is a good supplement to have. Magnesium helps with stress, sleep, muscle relaxation, energy production. You can get this in supplements or foods like spinach, almonds, black beans. Probiotics: this supports gut health, linked to improved mood and immune function. You can get this in yogurt, things like that. B vitamins can boost energy levels and support brain function as well. Okay, those are the main ones. You can also consider just making sure you're getting the superfoods, which are packed of vitamins, packed of minerals. So there's a lot of bang for your buck, nutrient dense. I'll talk a bit about these. Blueberries is a good one. You can add these to smoothies or your cereal. High in antioxidants, supports brain health, cognitive function. Chia seeds, rich in omega-3 fatty acids, fiber and protein. Again, good for energy levels. You can again mix this into smoothies or your cereal or even your dessert or pudding. Turmeric is a great one. You want to have at least sort of a quarter spoon of turmeric every day. You can easily add this into your meals and just sprinkle it. You can add this into your cereal as well. It is quite a strong flavor, but the benefits are definitely very worth it. Anti-inflammatory properties, antioxidant properties, and you can even have like turmeric lattes, which are pretty nice, and a caffeine-free alternative. Green tea we talked about is a great superfood. Avocado, rich in healthy fats, fiber, essential nutrients, and you can add this on toast, smoothies, salads, pretty tasty thing. Dark chocolate, again, good healthy snack, alternative to the more sugary milk chocolate, white chocolate. Much richer, your taste buds do adapt to it. High in antioxidants and can improve brain function as well. You want to choose dark chocolate with at least 70% of cocoa. That would be a really good goal, and you can enjoy a small piece as a treat. Um, or I mean, if you want the whole bar, that's still better than a whole bar of milk chocolate. Quinoa is a good protein source, high in fiber, good for energy levels. Okay, spinach is another good one, high in vitamins, minerals. Um, and again, you can add this to smoothie, salads, side dishes. And I think nuts and seeds are another good one. Rich in healthy fats, protein, great snack, good for energy levels and brain function. You can add this. You can have this as snacks or salads or yogurt with yogurt. Okay, so general tips for choosing and using supplements and superfoods: quality over quantity. You want to choose foods with bang for the buck, high nutrient dense. And you want to choose high quality supplements as well from reputable brands, evidence based, and you want to make sure that they have, third party testing and certifications if you're buying it online. If you're buying it from the pharmacy, you can ask the pharmacist, or you can get advice from your doctor or GP as well. So yeah, consulting a professional, especially if you have underlying conditions or health conditions or take other medications, I would definitely recommend this. Okay. But before you want to max out on supplements and superfood, you want to focus on getting most of your nutrients from a balanced diet first. Supplements are kind of like a bonus or to fill in any gaps or compensate for restricted diets. Okay, so it's more of a bonus rather than the foundations. Consistency is key. So, supplements and minerals and superfoods are great, but it's all about consistency. It's about doing them over and over again, and it's not just gonna have the benefits if you stop it after a few weeks or a month. And then you can monitor and adjust. You can keep track of how different supplements and superfoods affect your short-term energy focus and overall well-being, and then you can adjust the intake based on your personal needs and goals. All right, and then finally we'll just mention, we've talked a lot about the short-term benefits of optimal nutrition, how to do it specifically for entrepreneurs, and hopefully you will see a lot of these benefits in terms of focus, productivity, crushing your business. But what about the long-term benefits? This is not to be overlooked. And you know what? This is worth doing alone, because you will, in the long term, obviously enhance cognitive function and mental clarity. Consistent intake of nutrient-dense foods will support brain health, leading to better focus and mental clarity. It will stave off neurodegenerative conditions or diseases. Okay, and yeah, reduce brain fog as well over the long term. Sustained energy levels over the long term. Balanced blood sugar levels over the long term. You will have reduced risk of insulin resistance, reduced risk of diabetes, and increased stamina, more mental endurance. You'll be able to work longer. Better stress management and mood regulation. With less stress, you'll be at less of a risk of high blood pressure, lesser risk of cardiovascular disease. Stress is a big risk factor for basically all of the conditions and diseases out there, so you're really helping with that. Enhanced mood stability. Your decisions will be better in the long run. You'll have better relationships. Improve physical health. You'll be able to go to the gym more. You'll be able to have better conditions. You'll be able to recover faster. Stronger immune system. You'll be sick less. You'll have less off days at work. You'll be able to be more productive in that sense. And then just generally reduced risk of chronic diseases, heart disease, diabetes, hypertension, the big killers, the big risk factors, all reduced risk with a healthy diet. You'll be maintaining a healthy weight through a balanced diet. Again, another reduction in risk. Overall, enhanced longevity and quality of life. So you won't just live longer; you'll live longer without disease. You'll live longer with more energy, you'll be more active. So yeah, increased lifespan. So this is a term, commitment to clean eating can add years to your life by reducing the risk of life-threatening illnesses. Okay. So yeah, not to mention better sleep quality, more regulated sleep patterns. Certain foods can help with sleep, like magnesium we talked about, and better quality as well. And yeah, just like a deeper, more restorative sleep. Okay, and I think we've talked about all the rest. So I think establishing healthy routines is very important. Choosing clean eating options help establish these long-term healthy habits. These habits will reveal themselves. The results will reveal themselves in the short term, but also accumulate over the long term, leading to not just crushing your business, but more energy, better lifespan in the long term. And this will just lead to a positive ripple effect, so it can inspire other positive lifestyle changes as well. You'll feel more energy, you'll be more productive in your business, you'll go to the gym more, you'll have better sessions, you'll sleep more. This is just a ripple effect, and optimal nutrition is absolutely a great foundation for these positive habits. So I hope you can apply some of these tips today. Tomorrow, remember, it's about 1% every day, and it's about really seeing these short-term benefits yourself and choosing to eat healthier more and more. And it's a long-term process, but hopefully you'll see these benefits, and it'll definitely prove dividends in the long term. All right.